vida loca. Es la vida loca. Es la vida loca. Es la vida loca. These are the best days of my life in the end. The story's always the same. It's about who you love and who you don't, and when you die, the people that you left. These are the best days of my life in the end. The story's always the same. It's about who you love and who you don't, and when you die, the people that you left behind. I put on my fancy hat, and all the bad things go away. It's la vida loca. It's la vida loca. It's la vida loca. It's la vida loca. It's in your head again, and it's alright. It's in your eyes, my friend. It's haunting. Don't know if you should run or hide. It's on your mind, my friend. It's in your head again. Do you believe in magic? nature gives us rings. Well, this place has its ups and downs, and I really think you should stay. I know you had to travel far and you're homesick, but you can be happy you are, it's true. The town, it has everything. She'll show you what she sees. It's kind of funny. In a very unusual town, the king's wearing an invisible crown, and everyone's got a set of keys, and we're all making money. In a very unusual town, there's a river that circles round, and the current goes both ways. It's kind of funny. In a very unusual town, there's a place where the children go to play, and they stay there all day. It's where they get their honey. Well, this place has its ups and downs, and I really think you should stay. I know you had to travel far and you're homesick, but you can be happy where you are, it's true. The town, it has everything. There is no end. There is no beginning. There is only the passion of life in the small and the vast. To discover beauty is to be full of grace, is to love what you have. What you have, don't ask why. Let your heart close its eyes. It's a crime. Don't ask why. The small and the vast. I dream of day, of hazy eyes and dreams of fame. My brain's insane, and it hurts same. I built a castle out of sound, but it crumbled to the ground. Still I dance in what remains, a ghost of joy inside the pain. And you call this living, I call this pain, I call this madness. It's all the same. Slowly, heart learns rhythm in its own time. And it takes time, it takes time, and it takes time. Not for the end, but for the hush between beginning. And it takes time, and it takes time, and it takes time, and it takes time, and it takes time. dust is dancing in the beam. It looks just like a laser stream. My coffee cup is warm and still. I'm sitting on the windowsill. I feel the gravity let go. I'm moving soft, I'm moving slow. The past is just a memory, and the future hasn't talked to me. And now I'm floating in a slow motion high, watching the heavy clouds roll by. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, just a paper boat upon the sea. Yeah, the world is spinning way too fast, but I made this little moment last. I'm floating in a slow motion high, right here beneath the paper sky. Don't wake me up, don't shake the ground. I like You stirred my breath beneath my skin, a quiet spell that pulled me in. I trusted all your fragile art, the velvet corners of your heart. But every truth you let me hold was just a story softly told. You carved your name in rooms within, then left me hollow once again. A tenderness that felt like grace, now just a ghost inside this place. The promises you let me keep became the lies that cut too deep. Oh, how it hurts the way you broke the sacred vow we never spoke. My heart's a lamp spilled on the floor. It's trembling like it wants you no more. Yet still I ache and still I know betrayal is a quiet blow. I gather fragments of my fire, the ruins of an old desire. You left me learning how to be a softer kind of tragedy. But even now your fading trace still haunts the hollows of this place. Love's tender wings can tear as well, a truth I never meant to tell. Still in the dark I rise and mend, unfolding where your shadows end. For pain, though sharp, will never stay. The heart remembers how to sway. My God, I love a tall tree, branches so gnarly from holding the wind. I can feel them reaching out to me, saying, get your bare feet in the ground, child. You need to dig back in, 'cause I'm a nature baby. I got my toes in the mud while I'm working in the sun. You can tell that I'm my mama's daughter, laying in the water, sipping on the sweet tea, feeling real free, 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 free. I'm a nature baby, hey. My God, I love the field of daisies. Bees getting crazy. The hum of their song, I swear it never gets old. If you feel the call of the wild, you know that you're not alone. 'Cause I'm a nature baby, I got my toes in the mud while I'm working in the sun. You can tell that I'm my mama's daughter, laying in the water, sipping on the sweet tea, feeling real free, 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 free. I'm a nature baby, nature baby, nature baby, nature baby, nature baby. I wanna make a home in the country for me and my honey, raising babies of our own. And if you need me, I'll be outside, 'cause I don't wanna be inside. 'Cause I'm a nature baby, I got my toes in the mud while I'm working in the sun. You can tell that I'm my mama's daughter, laying in the water, sipping on the sweet tea, feeling real free, 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 free. I'm a nature baby.
Pulling in the cars, close your toe, and I just wanna let her load the show. And the song I'm on alone, the bro. Said I pray some fails your dough. Right ground on the floor, right ground on the floor, right ground on the floor, right ground on the floor. Now you ready, I'm in a hall, my hide, and I just swear God, it's all I'm song. Conversations on alone, the bar. We should have prayed some fails your dough. Right ground on the floor, right ground on the floor, right ground on the floor.
Your words are bits of broken glass that wound the silence as they pass. You build a cage of heavy lead inside the labyrinth of your head. You try to drag the colors down and dress the spirit in a gown of cynicism, cold and tight. I turn my face toward the light. I bite my lip sharp and sweet, and watch the silence conquer heat. A little pain to keep the grip. I bite my lip. I take a step into the blue, away from the distorting view. You offer me a poison wine and demand I say that it is fine. But I have built a glass facade between the dancer and the god. I watch your words dissolve in there like smoke that isn't really there. I bite my lip. I bite my lip. To keep the ocean and the ship, it is the seal upon the door. I don't live there anymore. I taste the iron sharp and sweet, and watch the silence conquer heat. A little pain to keep the grip. I bite my lip. The truth is fluid, yours is dry, a brittle and constructed lie. I wrap myself in velvet thoughts, untying all your angry knots. I do not fight, I do not break. I simply watch the surface shake.
Ooh, now I'm caught up in the motion, and it's bringing me down. I've been taken by emotion when you come around, and I know, and you know, you gotta go with the flow. Ooh, the way that you've been moving, and it gets me alright. The way that you've been grooving, it gets me all night, and I know, and you know, you gotta go with the flow. You've been moving, and it gets me alright. The way that you've been grooving, it gets me all night, and I know, and you know, you gotta go with the flow.
The rigid world begins to fade into the silence we ever made. The heavy hours start to slip like wine upon a fingertip. I watch the daylight lose its spark and surrender to the coming dark. It is a soft, impossible flame that leaves the city without a name. Oh, the lavender sky is a soft and heavy sigh. It is the color of the deep between the waking and the sleep. I am floating in the violet tide, nowhere left to run or hide, just the scent of the unraveled night. Everything the world forgot. Lavender. Without a time, without a face, it is an anesthetic for the mind, leaving the jagged edge behind. A velvet rope around the throat to keep the heavy heart afloat. Oh, the lavender sky is a soft and heavy sigh. It is the color of the between the waking and the sleep. I am floating in the violet tide, nowhere left to run or hide, just the scent of the unraveled night. Everything the world forgot. Lavender. Walking through the market of the midnight mile, leaving all the heavy gray words behind. The air is thick, it's a golden haze, setting the static in the brain ablaze. I smell the memory of a desert fire, burning on the edges of a wild desire. Paprika dust on the cobblestone, I'm in the middle of the crowd, but I'm dancing alone. It hits the nose, then it hits the chest. A spicy rhythm that will never rest. It's not a language, it's a pheromone. A signal sent to the unknown. Inhale the future, exhale the past. Make the fever last. Saffron and smoke, the rhythm we provoke. Cinnamon spin, the salt upon the skin. We don't need to talk about the way we feel. The beat is the only thing that's truly real. Ginger and gold, a story never told. It's the spice of the life, cutting through like a knife. Cardamom whisper in the dead of night, turning the shadow into ultraviolet light. I taste the treble when I smell the bass. I see the emotion on a stranger's face. It's a sensory overload, a vivid bloom, breaking the walls of this empty room. Turmeric yellow and velvet red. Get the logic out of your head. It hits the nose, then it hits the chest. Boom, 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 kaboom. A spicy rhythm that will never rest. It's not a language, it's a pheromone. A signal sent to the unknown. Inhale the future, exhale the past. Make the fever last. I rim my head out every night to a tenant I can't see. He rearranges furniture and hides a front door key. He paints the ceiling with the floor and puts an ocean behind the door. He's a liar, he's a ghost, he's the guest who eats the host, stitching shadows to the bone, making movies on his own. A magician with a sleight of hand, taking me to no man's land. He takes a memory from the shelf and introduces me to myself. He makes me fly without a wing. He makes a silent telephone ring. He writes a script I didn't choose, walking in someone else's shoes. He builds a castle out of smoke, then breaks it like a private joke. No deposit, no return. quiet as breath against glass. I watch my room dissolve. The books, the bed, the mirrors learning to swim. My hands floated away like lilies. The ceiling became a river. I tried to speak, but my voice turned into silverfish. I dreamed of floods and stairways, of doors that led into the sea. Every shadow wore my name, but none of them were me. The world kept rising softly, a tide that wouldn't end. And love was the last dry thing I held. I found you in the undertow, sleeping beneath the chandelier of salt. You whispered, this isn't drowning, it's remembering. And I almost believed you. The streets became veins, the houses lungs, and I walked through them as if I were still alive. I dreamed of floods and stairways, of doors that led into the sea. Every shadow wore my name, but none of them were me. The world kept rising softly, a tide that wouldn't end. And love was the last dry thing I held. Some nights I wake with water in my hair, sand in the folds of my skin. The dream leaks through the morning, slow like truth. I build walls, but the sea remembers. I find grew under again. Don't call it lost, call it returning to the
Dave keeps saying the world is flat. He says the earth's curve is just a government trap. He built a probe out of plywood and glue. Says he'll sail off the edge just to get the real view. And there's Tess who whispers that a forum she found knows a man in a hoodie who runs the underground. He decodes pastries, license plates, and the moon says the whole thing will flip sometime next June. She's got printouts thicker than a phone book stack, and twine on her wall like it's keeping her on track. Oh, the things we trust when the world's unsure, plot lines we follow thinking they'll cure every question rattling through our heads like conspiracies tucked under our beds. And somewhere out there on a cosmic lawn, a spacefaring tale says we came from beyond, while another old book puts a star up high, calling it collage, just left of the sky. And somehow it comforts, somehow it fits, when life gets louder than our common sense admits. I met a guy down